Do I jetpacker and stomp this guy? I don't know what else is out there. That's so risky. I'm committing. I'm moving her forward. We do this. Now, crap. That was a bad idea. Bad idea. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the briefing room. Let's take a quick look at our battle board and SITREP just to get a clear idea of the status of where things stand. Current assets are displayed over here on the left-hand side of the battle board. We do not have enough promotion points to really do anything with at this point. We cannot afford any current promotions for any of our current staff, so we have to roll with what we've got into this next mission. Authority went down to 65 because we acquired Bog and actually had him join the team. 113 OCI does give us some options. However, OCI is frozen until after the operation is over. We cannot spend any of that currently. So again, that's no help in the immediate future. And we're sitting at 39 squaddies, which is good for now, but obviously more is better because that is the lifeblood of our infantry squads. Darby, our lead scout, is out of action. That's not great news because this mission coming up is the Corrupt Xeno Hatchling DNA mission. That mission is one I deem extreme risk. There's a lot of limited line of sight opportunities. There's a lot of potential ambushes we could walk into. There's a lot of potential for Bombadiers hiding behind structures 2 or 3 blocks away to just rain down hell and obliterate our infantry squads. So we are taking this extremely seriously. The decision to bring Bog aboard and have him in the APC was not without risk because we completely depleted our black market funds to acquire the light walker. Rewa did a phenomenal job in that last mission, but this mission will be really where it's put to the test because without a scout, we are risking our vehicles more than we normally would to be the vanguard. So that is the plan. Failure's not an option. Let's get to it and we'll get to mission deployment. Okay, as I said, Corrupt Xeno Hatchling DNA missions, we have 2 pools we must contaminate and get everybody to the evac. There's some additional equipment crates that are sub-objectives that I would like to get done, but again, we're not going to risk lives over it if it doesn't look like we have to. If it looks like we can cleanly get to them, great. If not, we'll move on. There's an objective to destroy less than 6 structures. We will certainly do our best, but Bog has a drinking problem and a grenade launcher, so I can't make any guarantees. And last but not least, completing the mission within 12 rounds, which is probably, as many of you might know, will be the last thing that I'm concerned with. I'm more concerned, our primary mission as far as I'm concerned, is getting out with losing a squad or a vehicle. So the stakes are high, let's get to it. And I've set us up here going up 2 different lanes. Obviously there's a lot of narrow roads. Can't get everybody onto one and still maintain effectiveness. I may make one change here though. Rather than setting up, I'm looking at this, not really comfortable, I think, in hindsight with this initial setup where I had Tech and I had Sachin deployed here in the middle because that just gives them every chance to get pincered, and I'm not looking to have that happen. So I think we actually do this and we have them covering the far left flank. They're both using long-range K-bars, so I think that's not really going to be an issue, and they should be able to collapse in and help us out pretty easily. So the idea is hit these 2 sabotage points, hit this recovery zone, and then get the heck out of here to evac.
I'm honored to do the TCR proud, Major.
Oh wow, I didn't know Lim had just hit his 10th mission with us. It seems longer than that. So we will need to also watch that at the end of this operation to see if anybody's getting weary and potentially getting close to being exhausted, that we need to rotate them out. There is going to be a lot of pressure on us to manage that. Okay, so we're going to get into it. I think, like I said, the first thing is the sabotage objective here on the left is going to be the main one. So I think we go ahead and start with Rewa and we get her out of the way. I'm going to bring her right over here for now.
Yeah.
Have Lim jump in with Bog and we'll take advantage of his mobile infantry perk.
You got it, mate.
And again, I'm not looking to overextend. Unless we have enough AP to move somebody into position and attack, or move into position and fall back. I'm not looking to really overextend that. Maybe we'll go up one more. All right, something sees bog there, so I'm pulling back. Now it's too late. Never mind. Somebody spots him.
At your service.
That's fine. We'll draw them to us. These guys I have to be very, very careful with, because one Bombardier gets whiff of them and it could be a real bad time. So rather than forcing them to go up the road, I think we do collapse in. Just trying to look at his coverage to see if something comes into this zone, where can we already offer fire support? Tell you what, I'll move it one over. I think we're fine. And then with tech, I'll do the same thing and bring him all the way over here. Again, just trying to play this pretty cautiously at this point. Because I know once it starts, they're going to come at us from all sides. And a lot of this line of sight is going to be obscured for us. I do have the drone that could prove useful as well, but I think my mistake in the past has been using it primarily just to scout, and then it gets one shot and it's off the board. I think the most important thing would be now is I hold it, and if I see a Bombardier within, like, say, 10 tiles of us, then it's instant deploy, instant kill, and blow that thing up and take it off the battlefield. I think that is more valuable to us than just having it float around and getting sniped. I think I start with Rewa. No, I can't. I think we have to go with Bog now again. He's got full movement. He does not have... Oh, look at that. See, this is why we waited. This is exactly why I didn't use all of my AP last time. Because at least now when I spot this guy, this Bombardier, I have something left to attack it with, right? I can actually respond. Question is, do we do the medium accuracy shot with the auto laser, or go ahead and put grenade into it? Maybe we save the indirect fire for when we have to use indirect fire. And right now, since I have direct line of sight on it, I go ahead and we take the shot. He hit all 4 shots with the laser and neutralized this threat before it became an ongoing problem. That was a risk. And I was very, very nervous about it. I fully expected to maybe hit it once or twice and have this thing totter off into the fog of war and then continue to be a problem for us. And again, I don't think I press him forward too much, because in fact, I might bring him back. And if we have some warriors or something around the corner, they could really cripple a vehicle very, very quickly. Something sees her as well here. I'm going to leave her here. I'll back her up 1. Okay, that's very telling. All right, let's get our guys in here to provide support fire. Again, I'm not at all worried about that 12-round counter. His field of fire is solid, and again, I think that answers some of my questions. Like, we can't see or go through any of this, but at least we're covering both sides. All right, end his turn here. There we go. That's what spotted us. Attack. Let's have you move up.
Bump it to cover.
And let's see what we can do, maybe with some long-range shots here. Not great.
Deflected.
That's all right. Put a dent in him. It's not a big deal. Now's when it's going to matter. Oh, I still have limb left. Who hasn't even acted yet. So yeah, that's perfect, actually.
Get to cover.
So we bring them out. We get these guys a little shotgun surprise. Remember, Lim is using Rend ammo, and so if you look at his fire, we have excellent accuracy. We have 0 armor penetration, because the Rend ammo takes away what little armor pen the shotgun has. But what it does have now, with the increased damage it's getting off the Rend ammo, is the ability to chew through armor. So their armor right now is practically nothing. Perfect. Now we go ahead and put him right back in using mobile infantry. This is a good opening round so far. Okay. So now let's react to what we've got. I don't think these guys are going to get to melee with us, but if I get her in here, that's 70, 35. I don't think they're going to be able to crawl all the way through here. If I can bring her here, we still won't be able to get any shots off with the laser cannon. And I'm not looking to use her jetpack real quick. What about Sachin? Yeah.
Oh,
He's
deflected.
It's okay. It's okay. He's got the AP round, and I want to use him to bait these guys forward. That was kind of the whole purpose of his little turn. And we're going to move him up one here, make room for tech. That brings these guys closer, either into shotgun range or into Rewa range, rather.
What?
All right. There we go. What do you got for me? Should have probably waited. Maybe I should have softened him up with somebody else and let her get the kill, but that's okay. They're wavering and fleeing. I'm not sure I 100% buy it. I'm going to move her up here. There we go. We got some more activity. I knew once we started taking care of these guys, it was going to be interesting. Bog, these guys allegedly are retreating. So let's go ahead and open up on these guys here. That's got them fleeing. Very tempted to use roadkill these guys, but I don't know. He's not Rewa, right? So instead, I'm going to pull him back a little bit just to really protect our vehicle in case something else is out there. And there was.
Bugs.
That's so far. So I'd like to get a round of applause for my restraint, because every ounce of instinct in me was like, just run these guys over, just send Bog right over them. And I went right into another alien warrior squad. Okay, so tech, we do have some options here though. I could try to finish some of these guys off, or I could position him here so that I can take. I still don't have visibility for the mining these. I was kind of hoping I could cross over this. It looks like he should be able to see him. Man, that is real. That's interesting. I'm not going to argue it, but okay. Well, let's go ahead and make sure we just send people packing. Why not?
Get you some!
And remember, every time we successfully shoot somebody or hit somebody, that's a chance for their stats to go up. So we want to make sure we're spreading the love, at least in some ways. All right, Lim. Did I take you too far back? I don't think so. No, not even a problem. You know what? And we could just light chain gun these guys.
Need more firepower!
Oh, right. They've got the, they're fully armored yet. All right, no problem. Put you right back in here. Get you set up for next round. Oh, Rewa. You know what we could do with Rewa? We could get our stomp on here. I have no problem doing that with her.
Kuta spotted. Kill
all right,
them
and then
all.
she's picked up that there's somebody else over here, which is fine. I think we go ahead and move her back. Again, they have removed the unlimited respawns, is what I've been told. So I got no problem killing our way through this stuff.
They're
Okay,
mine.
there's a blaster. Good to know. Good to know. So yeah, we definitely have other folks coming to the party. Blaster's heavily armored. 55. It's decently armored. High health. So I think, can we get Sachin over here to start in on this thing or no? I know these avenues are really tight.
Heading to cover.
Oh, that's perfect.
Give it to them, lads.
That's a great opening salvo with that.
Yeah.
And that gives us some options here with Bog. See, I don't think there's anything I can do long range with, because we just don't have eyes on. We'd have to have him lined up here somehow. It's a little too claustrophobic, unfortunately. And there's no way I'm moving him up here, because like he could shoot, but then I'm vulnerable to whatever the hell rounds that corner next.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we're not in a hurry.
Repositioning.
No, let these guys come in. That's fine, because we can finish both these guys off.
Man.
And then Tech now can move over here and have line of sight here. And he's got excellent accuracy and does full pen because these guys are nothing. Good shots, good shots. Let's see if we can finish these guys off. That'd be fantastic. Perfect. And we got the big guy wavering already. Okay. Another contestants are coming in. That's fine. Now, Rewa. Good accuracy. I don't know that I want to move her up. What instead I take? What if I start with Sachin? Because he was able to put a hurt on this thing last time. Oh, yeah. Good. Very good. And now let's go ahead with taking out these.
Deflected.
Okay, it's okay. It's a solid opening salvo. These guys are gonna move up, but I don't think they have enough AP to move up and attack.
What?
They don't. Much to their disappointment, because Rewa can give them a free driving lesson now. That's perfect. Okay, so I think that was a really smart play. I'm going to pat myself on the back. I think the urge would have been to move out with the walker and the heavy vehicle first. But because I already had Sachin in play and I saw what he did on that opening salvo and being able to chew through that blaster, I wanted to give him the opportunity to finish it off. And it worked. It worked out real well. So I think we're using our forces well. We haven't been overcome. We do have these Harpies on the right flank coming in, and they will be a problem. I'm wondering if that's the only thing spotting us at this point, because they see Rewa but not anybody else. Remember, these are the guys that breathe acid, and they're very bad. It's like a flamethrower of acid. So these aren't the normal little spitters. These guys can wreck an infantry squad, so we have to be careful of them. She's got 58 points left, but she can't quite reach them. If I move out one, am I in range? I am. So let's go ahead and see if we can put some shots on these guys.
Die, Carta!
They're wavering, but they do close in. That's actually good news for us,
All right.
because it means I can do more.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and move Bog up. And not having expert pilot on him really limits his options. It's unfortunate.
Where do they think they're going?
It's okay. All right, this was
acquired.
good. Again, we are getting people close, but we're not getting overwhelmed. Yes, I'm moving him here. That only leaves him with 78 points, which normally I wouldn't be a fan of, because it means I only get to use maybe two shots of the, one shot of the shotgun. However, remember his perk that he has, not just the, we always talk about his mobile infantry, but run and gun means anytime he moves, and that includes getting it out of the APC, he lowers his AP needed to attack by 10. So now we can put a full salvo into these dragonflies. Perfect. That leaves him still with 48 left. Now what I could do, though, is let's take one shot with the chain gun. Now these guys they're still pretty armored, though. That's the problem.
That's it, man.
Didn't matter.
Seeking cover. We got visual.
All right, what else? So we have another group of Harpies, is that correct? All right, another group of Harpies. That's okay. Tech, we move you up. And let's take some shots here. That's got them fleeing. I'm going to wait. Rather than just shoot another salvo with Tech, we've only got 14 shots with him left. I'm not trying. Well, you know what? We can get conservative later. I just talked myself out of it. Sorry. We have them here. Let's take the shot. trying to get a good beat on them.
You ain't shit!
All right, I think now they might actually flee. All right, yeah. We're getting more crowded in here. That's fine. There's another Bombardier. I'm kind of waiting to see where that was. Okay, we got two of them.
Let me
This is going to be interesting. This is going to be interesting because it means I need to divert Rewa immediately to go deal with this threat. I can't leave her here because they will close and attack. I don't think it won't have the AP to get on the bog though. So we have to move with Rewa. And we have to assess this situation. And I think this might be a perfect opportunity to do a little jump. Not only is there 40, so maybe we go ahead and resist the urge. We're going to move her up here. Look at that, 2 Bombadiers. Maybe 3, because I swear there was another shot that came from over here. We'll do what we can. Do what we can. There's another one down. She's up to 3 stacks of her trait. And I'm going to move her into this cover and 1 more square away from this melee. These guys will close in, which I kind of predicted.
Yeah.
Now, the important thing is I got to remember these Bombadiers, if they're alive, they will absolutely prioritize our infantry folks. So even though hearing these melee guys are going to be good, I got to get Lim back in this vehicle, and I might need to start backing off with Sachin and Tech just to make sure we're not getting easily spotted by these guys. But we're point blank with a shotgun.
Shoot to kill.
That got them fleeing. He should have killed those. And I'm really starting to think that maybe the Rend ammo, even though I thought, like, you know, put in a shotgun, it'll increase the damage. Who cares about armor pen? We'll just chew through everything. He may have still been better off not taking any ammo at all. So now we're going to put him back in the vehicle just to try to protect him, because I'm really concerned about where these Bombadiers are going to shoot next. And if they get in the range of Tech or Sachin, they will absolutely take that shot.
Yeah.
All right. So that was huge, having that guy flee. That gives us an opportunity here to maybe back up one of our boys. And I think what I do here is I back up. Let's see, what's his... Yeah, I can't see anything here, so I think we back up Tech. At least 2 here, and then maybe we go ahead and finish this guy off with the mining laser, just because we can. We have something, you know, something to do, and it's not requiring his ammo from his main weapon. That's all right. Unfortunate is what it is. Now, please don't shoot Sachin. And of course, that's okay. There he goes after Rewa. That's not great. She's not made of indestructible material, but it's not terrible either. Sachin, can we just run over this guy? We can. Not perfect, but it's better than nothing. And if I had a B, let's see, what can we do here? This is the only shot he can get, but I think it's worth taking. Let's get some damage into it. There's the other one. This back here. It's back here. Can't spot it. Do I risk Sachin to go forward? If we even do move forward, there's no guarantee I could even see what he's doing, what they're shooting at. I think I got to preserve my squad. There's no reason to risk him just yet. Something sees him, though, and I don't know what or where. I'm actually going to pull him back another square. How is anything seeing him? Oh, it's these guys right here. What an idiot. It's this guy right here. He should be fleeing, though.
Xenos. What?
Man, we're getting crowded again. All right. This guy's still fleeing? Still retreating. We got to move Rewa, because this thing, our vehicle, could be taking a pounding now, which is not great. She can't even attack right now either, unless she's going to run over anything, and that's not really feasible, I don't think. Unless, do I jetpack her and stomp this guy? and run to this side. I don't know what else is out there. That's so risky. It's risky, but what would Rewa do? The only other alternative is to just try to run her somewhere, but our options are limited, so I think we have to jetpack her because we have to clear this heat. I'm committing. I'm moving her forward. We do this. Now, crap, that was a bad idea. Bad idea. Why can't I use the, oh, because it's 45 to use plow through. Oh, man. I really thought we're too shy of being able to do that. All right, well, those guys already, I think they might have already, you know what? We're not taking any chances. We're going to bomb these guys. Get him away from her. We move him up one to get better range. And we do another salvo right here on this Bombardier again. That has it fleeing. This guy now takes off. He should stop spotting for these guys. Okay, both of them are concealed, which is fantastic news for us. Lim can go, but he doesn't really have a long-range solution that it makes sense. I could try to take some chain gun shots just to do something.
Orders.
But then again, something may get closer. I think leaving Lim in reserve might be the smart play. Well, yeah, we don't have a line of fire through here. We can't see anything over to this side. All right, Sashin, I'll leave with you. Man, that being 2 points shy on Rewa to do that roadkill really makes me sad. It really does. I mean, I'm glad that thankfully Bog was there to help make up for it, because that could have been even worse if I would have left her there and then she would have just gotten her armor, taken apart by that squad. But man, it would have been so nice to jump her in here and run these guys over and then potentially get maybe line of sight on that other Bombardier. All right. I don't know that I really love pushing forward with him, so I think we're going to keep him here. Let these guys come in. This might be Lim's chance to get out and actually do some shotgun work.
Orders?
Or potentially even, if I move tech over, can we shoot these guys? We can. It's not much.
Deflected.
Yeah, it's not much, but it does crack the shell at least. I wonder if he's low enough, this guy, Bombardier, I wonder if he's low enough to stay gone. All right, Lim. If I pop you out, what do you have? No, I can't put, if I put him in front, he wouldn't have enough AP to get back in the vehicle, and I'm not leaving him out there with a Bombardier on the loose, so I'm going to pull him out here. Can we get a shotgun? We are just on the max range of the shotgun. And because I moved, again, 30 AP because of his running gun talent.
Deflected.
Not great, not great, not great. But took away half their armor, right? So
Deflected.
yeah, I gotta get rid of this Rend ammo. I thought it would serve us well. All right, so if I move him back, it's only gonna be 5. Man, I'm tempted. I don't know. I don't think in a chain gun shot, I don't think the one chain gun shot isn't going to turn the tide, so we put him back in the vehicle.
What?
Top of the round, top of the round, top of the round. Rewa. Now, Rewa can't stomp, but she can. What do I want to do? Because if she misses this shot or can't finish these guys off, they're definitely going to rip into one of the tanks. So I think she's got to take the shot. Send them fleeing, and then we move her over here. And then now she's concealed. Bog is still spotted, which is interesting. So something else out here has direct line of sight on him, but not Rewa. So that's still battlefield intel, right? So it's not these guys, because once they're fleeing, I don't think they can spot anymore, because surely it can still see Rewa just as easily as it does Bog. So there's got to be something else spotting out here. It may be that other blaster is in direct range. We just don't see it. Or there could be another spotting alien out here. Oh, well, there's one of our mystery guests. Full movement though this time. Full movement so it didn't attack. That's good to know. All right, now I think it's finally time to get to the objective. Man, I really need to get... We really need to get Expert Pilot on ball. All right, he's good there. All right, there's another threat coming in. But with them coming into this line of fire, that actually sets them up really nicely for Sachin
Moving to cover.
and Tech. Wow, the hollow points with the crowbar is just chef's kiss. Just chef's kiss. And I don't think we wait. I think we just take this guy out, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now, Tech, I want you... I think this is time we can finally start moving you up. I think we maybe put you right here.
Slide the cover.
Yeah.
About time.
Stay there. Lim, you pop out the back. And now we finally achieve the objective and sabotage this point. 8 rounds in. We've 8 rounds in and we've moved from like our deployment zone, like we've moved 2 blocks. But you know what? We did it smart. And I'm happy with that. And then you've got plenty of AP to get back in.
What?
Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and move everybody over. Maybe we do the recovery mission first. Now, I think we do the sabotage. Let's see. Rewa, what do you got? She does have enough to take a shot here. I think we take the shot. Got it fleeing again. She's still at 3. I think if that thing flees, there's no way. Oh, her stabilizers are damaged. Ooh, I didn't even see that. So it's increasing her movement to move by 10. That sucks. All right, this guy should go off the board. That should give her 4 stacks. That explains why her movement is like 2 tiles is costing her 40. So yeah, she cooked this thing. We'll have to use the jump jets probably. Man, that sucks. You know, 2 or 3 Bombadiers coming at you at once is not going to be a happy time. All right, Bog, we have, again, very limited movement with you as well too. Maybe we do the recovery and backtrack. No. No. We move forward to try to keep clearing to the other objective. Keep the main objective in focus first.
At your service.
All right. I'm not really a fan of spotting with these guys if I don't have to.
Heading to cover.
There, Sachin, you stay there.
Orders.
He should have left. We'll check Rewa next time. She should be at 4 stacks. Oh, we can't check her right now. All right, Lim. Lim, you stay put.
About time, man.
Tech. With all these blind corners and the fact that all he's really got, ooh, maybe now's the time. We didn't use it earlier. I wonder if we should deploy our... We've taken off everything they've sent at us in short range. We've been able to counter. So maybe it's time to use the dog to scout for us a little bit. I'm going to move up a couple tentative spaces here. I'm not trying to get too crazy. And then maybe we go ahead and do that. I know we said maybe we wait for it on a primary target. And okay, you know what? I'm going to listen to myself earlier.
What?
I'm going to resist the urge.
Yeah.
Bog, you can fully move up.
Got visual on targets.
Oh, we got another guest. All right. Oh, crap. That thing will definitely shoot her, so we got to pull her back. But I know where it's at. Too bad Bog already moved.
Bug targets on the move.
Okay. Sachin, you are actually a threat because this thing will spot for you. So we take 1 shot.
Oh, deflect
And then we have to pull you back out of their line of sight. We have to.
Double time!
I just don't want to risk that because that thing seeing you is a bad time. Okay, and then Lim, again, I don't want to just throw him in here and have him start sprinting towards the objective.
About
So we stop.
man!
Tech, now is when the drone comes into play. I'm so glad that I saved it. We are 10 tiles away. We use 30 AP to deploy. And guess who we've got right here? And we've got another 30 AP right now to dive in and blow this thing to hell. And that is a good use of the drone. That I'm very, very happy with. I'm so glad we saved it. I'm so glad that I showed patience and didn't fall into the trap of just using it to blindly scout, because if I would move this over here to like the sabotage area, just be like, oh, let me get eyes over here so I don't blindly walk in, tech into an area, I guarantee what would have happened is we would have put him here in the sabotage area. Maybe we would have spotted the blaster, but he definitely would have spotted the drone. Blaster would have shot once off screen, boom, there goes the drone, and we would have lost our advantage, and then we would have been completely at the mercy of that thing, where now we've retained an advantage. All right, Tech, I'm actually going to move you back down out of the way. I'm not that confident that I'm going to like push you forward to clear for the APC.
What?
Rewa, you, though, however, we know we have some party crashers out here. I think it was right here, right? So I don't think they could move all the way up. I think they'd have to parse it out a little bit. So I think we move back with Sachin a little bit for vision. Something sees him already.
Seeking cover!
There they are. That's okay.
God! Deflect!
Oh, unless we have another Bombadier out here.
Are you certain?
All right. Yes. Now. And she went to 4 because that other one fled. So she's almost at max stacks, which is great. Unfortunately, we have to vent. We don't have enough AP to finish this guy off. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, Bog. Now let's go ahead and move you a little closer to the objective.
Orders?
Nothing sees Bog, and honestly, if anything was around here, I think they would have spotted him first. So I think we're safe. He says right before we get killed, I think we're safe to move Lim into the objective at least. Nope, something spots him. Something sees him and he doesn't see it. So that makes me super nervous. So we go right back towards the vehicle and get our concealment back. I'm not trusting it.
Time, man!
All right, Tech. I hate to be this shy about how we are proceeding, but at the same time, I'm trying not to be foolish because we've done it so nice and clean so far. We're almost up to our 12 rounds already. We're 37 minutes into this operation. Do not care. We haven't lost anybody. That's the most important thing to me.
Xenos obliterated.
That brings her to 5. I'm venting again. If we are to utilize her at this point, it's probably going to have to be with the jump jets, but she's got 5 uses of it remaining.
Yeah.
All right, Bog. Now I'm going to drive you into the zone. How is it nothing seeing you, but they saw something was spotting Lim? It doesn't make any damn sense. Unless it moved off. All right, there. Something sees him now. What is it? We don't know. Great. All right.
All right.
I'm holding off on this. Actually, Tech, maybe, or I'm sorry, Lim, you could probably sneak in. Does it still see you here? It does not. So we get the other objective and we, oh no, and now we're concealed. Look at that. Interesting. So whatever it was, I wonder if it moved off after Bog moved up. Can't think of another explanation. That's our, okay, so that's our secondary main objective done.
At your service.
So Sachin, I don't want to overextend you, but I think we
Further
could
together.
start at least doing some tentative scouting.
Wildlife here.
Like something, would you spot? Okay. That's good. Good to know. Oh man, excellent shot. I cannot tell you how much I love having those hollow points in with that weapon. Tech, it's haul ass over here towards the other recovery points. Something still sees Sachin though. And I'm hoping it's not another Bombardier because they just, oh no, it's these guys up here. I didn't spot them enough. Okay, got it.
I am not angry.
Before we go any farther, I think we try to, oh, she's on, I'm not angry, in the angriest voice imaginable. Let's move you up. And let's go ahead. This is exactly what the grenade launcher is made for.
Very good. Fuck them up.
That's perfect. Absolutely beautiful. All right, we stop Bog there because I want Limb. Nothing else spots Sachin or no, everybody else, we are fully concealed. Perfect. Limb has enough AP to get back into the vehicle. What? Beautiful. And then our infantry take a couple tentative steps up. Nobody spotted just yet. Perfect. One more. I'm not getting greedy. Sachin, you're going to come up here and flank as well. Move out one more. Move out one more. Or stop right there.
Okay.
And then Rewa, I'm not using your jump jets unless I have an enemy in sight that we need to. So we're just going to hobble you up a little bit here.
At your service.
Moving Sachin up here just to check. Nothing sees him. So we're going to move into this area and recover that objective and move him back one. Perfect. Now with tech. Same thing here. And then move him over one here. So we have all objectives done except with the 12 rounds. So now it's just about extract, getting to extract cleanly. I'm thrilled with the way this went down. I'm absolutely thrilled so far, but I'm trying not to get cocky yet.
One more until retirement.
Feel really good about that. Really good about that. 17 rounds, but let's do the after action report now. Okay, so post-mission report. Let's look at this objectively. What went well? I think we retained patience. We retained overlapping fields of fire. We maintained great positioning. We resisted every possible urge to overextend blindly. Even chasing enemies that were only a couple squares away from us, resisting the urge, for example, to go forward with Rewa or go forward with Bog and try to get an easy run over kill with the vehicle. Resisting that urge brought other enemies into play that would have definitely closed with our vehicles and hit them in melee. We've already damaged the stabilizers on the Walker, which greatly reduces combat effectiveness. Greatly reduced its combat effectiveness in terms of movement. But that's where having the jetpack comes in so nicely. And again, resisting the urge just to like jetpack all around. Now, where's our opportunity? I frankly got extremely lucky when I jumped Rewa in blindly against that pack of swarming melee guys, thinking that I had enough AP to do a quick run over, and I ended up 2 AP shy. And I'm very lucky in the turn order that Bog was able to go next and not another alien, and that there wasn't more surprises waiting for me behind the corner, because if that would have happened, we would have been talking about maybe a Walker being destroyed and Rewa being downed and potentially in threat of dying, rather than just a Walker that's going to be repaired for next mission. So I have to be really, really cognizant of that. And the UI doesn't tell you until you're in a position to do the run over attack, it doesn't remind you how much AP that maneuver is. So you just have to remember that. So the takeaway for me to remember is that maneuver is 45 AP, not 40. So until we get Rewa more action points than she currently has, more maximum action points, I have to remember it's 45, not 40, because I cannot afford to make that mistake again. That was a critical mistake on my part. It just didn't cost us this time. Other takeaways, we got to get rid of the Rend ammo. I thought having on the shotgun maybe gives us that time to shine. I've tried it in other weapon systems. I've tried it on the longer range crowbars. It was not that effective. It's just armor piercing and hollow points are just outshining it at all times. I think I might even just vendor this stuff and see if I could pick up another set of hollow points, another set of AP ammo. If I can put AP ammo on a shotgun, I think we'd shred. If I can get another set of hollow points and give that to Tech and have him, you know, do double up with Sachin on hollow points on their long range crowbars, I think that is amazing. But the Rend ammo, I've given it every ample opportunity. Not only is it not functioning, it's taking up a accessory slot that I could be using for something else that could provide a tactical advantage. So there's just no place for it. It's got to go. But other than that, very, very happy with the way things went. I think this puts us in a really good situation. We get Darby back at the end of this mission and the end of this operation. She will still have a debuff, but at least she's not on injured reserve. The key now is going to be to see who else do we have to rotate out in order to preserve their combat effectiveness and not get them in a situation where they're getting them close to exhaustion, because that's a death sentence for us at this point. Good haul on acquired items too from the bugs, so that should help us on the black market immediately because we were down to pretty much nothing. All right, there's our score screen, how everybody did in terms of kills. The only damage taken, Rewa took 40 points of damage. Other than that, we were squared away. Great mission, great mission. 4-star rating, I'll take it. OCI components will be 102, will be added to our total of 113. Looking good in that regard. And we have some options here. Another vehicle ammo case is always a good idea because they stack, and more shots with our rocket launcher, or grenade launcher rather, the better. Anti-personnel mine launchers for a vehicle accessory is interesting. And the additional armor plating is interesting. I'm going to think about that for a second because those stack as well. So that would just make a vehicle a little more hardy, which could come in useful on the walker that we're using. Because right now I just slapped a camo kit on it just because I had nothing else to put in there and I wanted to make sure we used all of our supply. But a camo kit on the light walker is not really meaning much, but you slap that armor on there and suddenly we've got something that's a lot more durable actually, with the cost of 4 movement per tile. And this is why, so here's one thing I couldn't do. I don't think I could put this on Bog right now because he does not have expert pilot. So he's already very slow. I think I'm actually leaning towards the armor plating. Here's why. Vehicle ammo cases, are they good? Absolutely. Yes, they are. But these are so common, I can pick this up at any time on the black market, or mostly any time, right? They're not inexpensive, but they are pretty ubiquitous. Anti-personnel mine launchers are 2 uses. And they're very handy in situations where we can do a setup. On a defense mission where I absolutely positively want to do a choke point, I've had luck with those in the past. I'm going to think about this for a second. Tell me in the comments what you would do. I know some of y'all play the game a lot. Am I crazy here to even think that these two are a hard choice? Or is there a clear winner and I'm just not seeing it right now? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to think about this and I'm going to make a call. Okay. So after thinking about it for a second, I think for me, the anti-personnel mine launchers they're very, very tempting and seem like a lot of fun situationally. But I think that armor plating is the gift that keeps on giving. Killing things with Rewa has never been our problem. As long as she can fight, she can kill. And when she gets stacks for doing that, for her trait, she just snowballs in a really good direction. The only thing that can stop her, like this last mission, is taking severe damage. And I think the armor plating helps her cover from that and helps her survivability rather than just running around in a glass cannon light walker. It's also universally effective. The mines might come into play or might not. The armor will always be useful. There's that 4 movement cost per tile that I don't love. But honestly, 40 armor is 40 armor. So I think how the trade value is higher on the mines. I think right now we stick with I stick with my gut. We're going with the armor. Okay. Cargo bay footage and something slimy and slippery goes screeching across the floor between the shelves. This is our after operation event. An alien local to the way back seems to have hitched a ride during a recent operation. It's small and confused, a particularly potent combination in the animal kingdom. Maybe it will be docile before danger, or maybe it will be respond in some wondrous way. That doesn't make sense. Or maybe it will respond in some wondrous way nature equips her little things. Regardless, the storeroom workers are refusing to work while this thing is present, and I can hardly blame them. Call security will take away some of our OCI components, which is minus 15. That still puts us at 200. I think that's probably the way to go. Or unforeseen consequences, but our authority goes up by 5 more. I don't know that we risk it. Our authority is 80. I'm not willing to gamble with it. I think we just go ahead and call security. We spend the 15 OCI. As much as I hate spending OCI, I hate unforeseen consequences more. I'd like to stick with the known quantity. An ad hoc security detail of MPs descended upon the alien. Unfortunately, little bugger is as dangerous as is tiny, and there are casualties. Great. Limbs are lost, and 1 MP died of a heart attack. He didn't fight the alien. He just dropped dead in the hallway from all the excitement. Oh, geez. You're not sure if there's an evolutionary advantage for the alien to learn from that, but it matters little, as by the end of a few minutes, it's a smoky heaping pile of vague bioorganics and hot lead. OCIs will be needed to patch up the holes in the roster. You know what? It is what it is. Sorry. Okay. Now, we also got enough. Also, like, I have anti-personnel mines right here if I really want to. I could unlock them for 130 AP with our OCI. I don't know that I love that idea, but we could. And those are airdrops, so they have no range. All right, what can we do with the backbone here? Pretty much unlock anything we want at this point. Supply drop is always a welcome friend. Medevac might potentially, because we're playing on Iron Man, if we need to evac a squad leader. Advanced medical bay, 3 squaddies per revive per mission with a 50% chance to revive. That could be really huge. Other supplies, just more supplies, which is fine. 20% chance to earn 20% increase to all earned promotion points with the DCRAC. Normally, I would scoff at this because we were, pre-change and the way promotions used to be handled, it didn't matter. But this actually, long term, is when promotions are actually useful and beneficial and not counting against your supply cap and are actually more and more and more expensive. That's very tempting. Consulate is also really good because of the rep gain, but I honestly think the DCRAC might have come back into favor. The Coordination Relay Center dedicated to maximizing the response efficiency. So I think there's operation timeout counters on the map. It just gives them an additional +1 so you can get to more operations in less time. Again, that could be, I've not really seen anybody lean heavily into that, but honestly, the more operations you can get to in a certain window of time, the stronger you can get your forces. I'm very tempted. However, I do think the advanced medical bay is the clear winner here because it's so ridiculously strong. Like, our jump from a regular med bay, or from a damage med bay to a regular med bay, was already huge. Like, so if we look at our OCI, right now our normal med bay is 2 squaddies per mission, guaranteed, and a 30% chance to revive each subsequent one. And we've had sometimes 4 or 5 or 6 squaddies get revived, right? But if we look at now with this, that's a guaranteed 3. Yeah, I'm going for it. That's guaranteed 3 squaddies per mission. And then not 30%, 50% chance to revive each subsequent one. That is the stacking the odds in our favor. A great deal. I really, really like that. Okay, cool. So let's tactically look at our OCI. Speaking of which, what do we want to do with it? We got 200 points to spend. Another sensor is just 60. Sensor 2, interestingly enough, is 120. We could start with some armaments. I really like the idea of getting a laser turret in here for 150. That only uses 50 left, but honestly, I think that's a strong move because they offer they offer vision, really. It's like having basically like having another drone that shoots back. And even if it only lasts like a turn, it can block a point. So that's one thing, and create a choke point with its smoking corpse. Once it's blown up, like the ruins of it actually do still block a choke point if we need to strategically block something off. And number 2, you can drop this right on top of a priority target and get some good shots on it and have it spot and provide vision. So I really like the laser turret. But then again, that advanced medical base is kind of staring us right in the face. I think we're good with our regular medical bay for now. I think we add rather than make something we already have better, I think we add a new dimension to our capabilities. And I think that's the laser turret for now. Mines are always tempting, and I can see coming back for those. But I think for right now, 1 laser turret per mission seems really strong. We're doing it. Okay, that drops us down to 50 OCI, but honestly, I think that's a smart move. 41 squaddies is great. 80 authority, we'll address that here in a second. Right now, you can see 80 authority gives us a discipline modifier, 8 plus 12. I'm not really looking forward to going back down to 60, but I think we're going to need to get somebody else in here sooner than later to get some staff rotations into play. And 67 promotion points. So let's go to squads. Let's do a roll call here. I think we're safe to go ahead and give her squaddies back. Give her primary weapon back. Put her back in a load-bearing rig since we have the extras. And definitely put her camo kit back on her. She's hesitant for 3 more rounds. I can't
help but feel there's a Xeno waiting for me.
So her movement is going to be impaired by 4 per tile. That's not insurmountable. It just means we have to move a little slower. Anybody else here even close to being out of commission? Sajin can get an upgrade. I think that we hold off and check what Rewa could get. Drive-by is very tempting. -10 for a standard attack after moving, which is pretty much her version of Lim's running gun. Vanguard with Rewa is very, very tempting, especially if we're leaving her in a walker, because it means I can start her deeper behind enemy territory. She could potentially start right next to, if we had better intel, we have better intelligence, and I knew for a fact what was out there, I could start her in a Vanguard deployment in the mech with a jump jet. She basically starts, close to a priority target, bam, 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 takes it out, and then jumps the hell back out again. It's very tempting. But I think for now, I don't make any hasty choices, because I think what I want to see and what I'm curious about, I'll go down the line. Let's look what else we could potentially do here real quick. We did think about Lim, but I don't, that's a lot. Berserk would be very nice. It'd be 49 of our 67 promotion points, but Berserk, again, Lim can be a little bit of a monster already. So being able to get 30 AP back after destroying something is huge. And I think Rewa, didn't she have the same thing? She does. We're just not there yet. So I would need to get something else and then get Berserk for her, which is just, she's fully online at that point. Okay. We did say we're getting rid of this Rend ammo, and I'm not going to forget about that. So I think that's what we do first for anything else. And I think with Rewa, we get rid of the camo kit on this. We slot in our armor, and we slot in the camo kit here on Bog, and then we go to our black market. Fine, I'll keep the Rend ammo for one more time. Let's go ahead and get another squad leader dossier in here. Just to see, we need somebody on deck, right? We can't wait till the last minute. Who are we going to get? We get Carta. Very interesting. Very interesting. She's a little late to the party.
Sir?
But she's a strong candidate. Now, the thing is, a lot of her stuff relays on the point that, like, Marta doesn't have really good stats. So a lot of times people consider her an ideal candidate for new tricks and getting her growth potential going. But because she's coming in this late into the campaign, not a fan of that. And she has really terrible accuracy and discipline, but she can get mobile infantry. So now that we're running 2 vehicles, or if I need somebody to take a break from limb, you know what doesn't have accuracy issues? A freaking shotgun. Shotgun's got a plus 20 accuracy modifier up close. You stick her with mobile infantry, she might be able to be the perfect person to fill in for limb. Still love to get this above 80 before we bring somebody else on. The closer to 100, the better. But she's in our back pocket. All right, so we pick up next time. Do we go right into the rogue army? Or do we go ahead with another pirate mission? If you have a strong indicator one way or another, strong preference, let me know in the comments what you think. Is that biting off more than we could chew, or is that stepping up? Thank you so much for joining me, and have a good one.